What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Last time, we followed a strange creature toward the statue of the goddess right over there. And that creature's name was Vi, and that we were destined for something great. And we drew the goddess sword. And we learned that our destiny is to dive down below the clouds onto a strange place called the surface. This time, we will be heading down to said area to see what it has to offer us and hopefully find Zelda. So, let's do it. Alright, here we go. First time diving down into the surface. Also, last time we did some shopping. I showed out the bazaar. If you haven't been there yet, whoa! That is something we'll get to later. Sorry. If you have not been to the bazaar yet and gotten your wooden shield and at least a potion, I highly recommend doing so. Master Link, we've arrived. This is the fabled surface that has long been part of Skyloft legend. By my calculations, you are currently positioned in a location known as the Sealed Grounds. Please proceed with caution, Master. Alright, right away. You'll see to our right. This is a bird statue, but it won't work for us. It's awful dusty. It looks like no one's used it in a long time. So, let's proceed. Our first enemy, the Deku Baba. You want to slice in the direction that the Deku Baba's mouth is. Excuse me. So this one's that way, so you go that way. In case you cannot tell, I'm not good at horizontal and vertical. So it is going to be known as this way and that way. No, I'm joking. I think horizontal this way and vertical that way. Let me know in the comments. I think this is the second or third time I've asked this, so yeah. Alright, drop right down here. Alright, We try to go in here. You'll see we cannot do it. So we have no choice but to move on. Use your sailcloth to go down slowly. Couldn't let go of it once you're close enough to the ground that you won't take any damage. Now, let's walk up to this. Yo. Child of destiny descended from the sky. Raise the sword of the goddess Skyward. Take aim at the evil aura and unleash its power. And just like that, everything seems a bit less tense in here, doesn't it? Master Link, I'm sensing a change in the area that was triggered by your Skyward strike. I've also detected an aura that correlates closely to your sailcloth. I summarized this aura belonging to Zelda. I can lead you in the direction of this aura through a process known as dowsing. Would you like me to explain this process to you? Nah, I'll do it myself. Understood, Master. You're gonna do it to me anyway. Hold up and select Zelda as your dowsing target, then point in the direction you wish to search. Alright. So we now have a Zelda tracker. Remember in the very first episode when I said looking around was gonna have a much bigger use later? Well, now you know why. Well, let's head back up to where that door was. Boom. And boom. And, ooh. Over here. If you roll into this wall, we get our first catchable bug. You caught a woodland rhino beetle. Collectors often polish the hard carapaces of these beetles to make them tougher. It's the strongest of all the insects. So you see all those things. Those are bugs and their items. We could have gotten some items by now, but I have had pretty horrible luck with getting item drops. So if you see, Elda's aura is really, it seems like she's right in there. So why don't we go check that out? And with that, it looks like something, like a seal has been taken off the door. We can now enter this building. Welcome to the sealed temple. Take note of the statue right over here. But we are not going to save, so why don't we go walk up here? The traveler descended from the clouds above. I welcome you, child of fate. Tell me, what is your name? Link. Link. Good. Very good. I sense you have already gained control over the sacred power that fills your sword when pointed skyward. The skyward strike is yours to command. It is proof that you are fit to bear the blade you carry, the goddess sword. I have sat here for many years waiting for you to arrive, all so that I could fulfill my purpose as your guide. You stand under the roof of the sealed temple, a place built by the goddess an eternity ago. Your arrival here was precedent many, many years ago. Predestined, I messed that up. The spirit maiden you seek arrived here shortly before you, descending to this land in a shower of light. There's no doubting it. The gears of fate have begun to turn. Yet all of this is not as it should be. The spirit maiden was not meant to reach this land in the manner she did. I feel an evil power working in the shadows. It moves to warp the destiny of which you two are a part. Link, you are concerned for the spirit maiden and seek her whereabouts, yes. That is understandable, but for now, you must focus on moving forward. The girl has been on her own purpose. That girl has her own purpose. She must pursue, as you do. She set out for Farron Woods to discover that destiny for herself, and you must follow. Show me your map. The X upon your map marks the path that will lead you to Farron Woods. You will be traveling in unfamiliar land. Many monsters have settled here, and a map may not prove guidance enough for your journey. And so, I will give you the power to create beacons. When a beacon is marked on your map, a column of light will stand at the location. It will act as your waypoint from afar. Point at the X and press A to place a beacon. Though you cannot see it from where we are, a beacon stands outside to guide you. Leave the temple through the front doors and see for yourself. When you no longer have use for a beacon, you can remove it from your map by pressing A. Use your beacons well, and you will never fear getting lost. Go now. You must head into Farron Woods and chase after the spirit maiden, the one you call Zelda. On your way out, take the contents from the treasure chest within this room. What you will find there should prove useful to you on your journey. You are ready. Leave through the door before you and head into the woods. I wish you safe travel. Know that all questions you have will now be answered in time. For now, Link, go bravely. Alright, well, let's go open the chest she was talking about. And we got a revitalization potion. This fully replenishes your shield and your shield gauge and restores 4 hearts. We'd heard about this before. We saw it in the shop earlier. I told you guys, I didn't want to spoil anything, but I told you guys not to buy that potion for this reason. Because now, if you look, we have one of each. So, we should be all good. That said, let's go forward in Farron Woods. Actually, I lied. We're not quite in Farron Woods. We got a ways to go. That's where the mark is. Alrighty. Head over this way. Not really anything to do up here besides scare some birds, but we see a fellow getting scared down there, so why don't we go help him out? Out of the way. Scram. These are bokoblins. Bokoblins kind of tricky. One of the ways I find best to deal with them is on a slash. You can tell them, hey. Whoa, thanks for jumping in there to rescue me, bud. Just who are those red pests? I did not expect to run into a pack of them in this most peaceful forest. Same goes for you. This is the second time I've bumped into one of your kind today. I tell you, all sorts of weird things are going on lately. I owe you big for taking care of those guys, so let me tell you something fascinating. Hey, bud. I'm Gorko the Goron. I'm researching the ancient history of these woods here. According to the ancient texts, there is some kind of place up above called the Isle of the Goddess, far up in the sky. Apparently those old statues serve as landmarks to those traveling up to the sky, or down from the Isle of the Goddess Palace. If you find one, be sure to examine it. It keeps tabs on the number of landmarks. To keep tabs of the number of landmarks. They are rumored to be quite useful. Supposedly, this statue is special. It is said to have the ability to activate all the other statues. The whole thing sounds a little crazy, I know, but I, for one, believe it to be true. Otherwise, why would all these statues be here all over the place? It's a real head-scratcher, bud. Makes you want to know more, does it not? Yeah. Sounds like I have a fellow connoisseur of ancient cultures here. Alright, bud, you had better brace yourself because I'm about to blow your mind. So get this, people actually live on this sky island, and they get around by flying on the backs of huge birds that are way bigger than the birds down here. Up there, everyone reveres the goddess, and the residents of all the islands in the sky live in a perfect society, totally free of conflict or unhappiness. Not only that, but from what I can tell, their civilization is way, way more advanced than ours down here. But it does not even stop there, bud. The Isle of the Goddess has even more stuff to marvel at. The place was crafted by the goddess herself, so it figures that it was filled with wonders we do not have here. The buildings are all made of gold. An endless spring of mythical water feeds a river through the place. One sip of that stuff and you'll live forever. The trees are heavy with plump fruit that cures all disease. The fields are crowded with pumpkins that never rot. Magic wildflowers bloom everywhere. And the weather. Oh, the weather, bud. Not too hot, not too cold, no chance of sweaty heat in the garden paradise. That is the Isle of the Goddess. Amazing, right? Wrong. It's beyond amazing. You want to hear more about it, don't you, bud? Sure. Good to hear, bud. I'm completely obsessed with this place. I could not get enough of it. I wish I had more to tell you now, but I'll need to research these statues to learn more. Next time I bump into you, I'll give you the latest info. Whoa! What in the world just happened? Did you use some kind of magic? That statue reacted the moment you got near it, bud. How crazy is that? Well, you're going to want to interact with every statue you see here moving forward, because, as you can see, we now have an option to return to the sky. And you want as many landmarks as possible, just in case you miss something or want to come back to get something. I guess that's the same thing. Alright. First, get our friend here. And also, I cannot believe every enemy we've encountered so far can drop something. And none of them have. So hopefully we get some drops soon. First, this is not the way to go, but why don't we run this way? You'll see this log here. Roll it down. Brings us right back to where we started. Let's kill these guys, see if they drop something, because I'm going to have to come back over here this way anyway. Because as you recall, outside, there was a bird statue. Just interact with it real fast now that it's activated. And you can go there again. And we once again didn't get any items. Just to see. Oh, we got hit. One of them will drop a heart, right? Rupee. Nope. That's okay. Anyway, come back this way. We also now have a shortcut. So we don't have to go through the temple every single time, because that is 2 doors. And 2 doors, I guess the game developers decided was a little annoying. I recommend getting any Sky Stag Beetles you can. I mean, why not? I recommend getting any item that you can. Also, slash the grass. Sometimes it'll drop rupees. Alright, if we keep heading this way. Master, now that you have accessed the stone statue, you can return to the sky at will. Furthermore, by using... Okay, yeah. If you use certain amiibos, you can do different things in this game. I don't have any amiibos, so we won't be doing that. But it's nothing that you couldn't do without, without amiibos. It's just kind of extra things that make things easier. Now, with us reaching our viewpoint, I will pick it back up, and let's enter Farron Woods. Master, you have entered Farron Woods. The plentiful water in this region clearly sustains a large diversity of flora, including this massive tree. It is logical that the lush plant life and water resources have attracted animal species to the region. This area is a large part of the area that we will be exploring down here in this first section of the game. Here we go. Looking at the probabilities, it is extremely likely that Zelda is somewhere in the area. I recommend you continue to use your dowsing ability to search for her. Alright. Let's do it. Yeah, rupee. Generally, getting as many rupees as you can, not a bad thing. Also, as many of everything as you can. Interact with the statue, so we have it. And then let's jump across this gap here. Those are sticky. They will stick to you when they explode. Just so you know. Over here we see there's some sort of ruckus happening. Let's go see what's going on. Alright, well, we have distracted them for the moment anyway. Dang, we can get the shield bash on that one. Just hurt our shield. Dang. Still no monster drops. Huh? It's gone quiet. Quiku! Now that's a green one. I didn't even know they came in that color. Don't hurt me, Queep. And with that, he will run away from us. Despite, we just saved him. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't know that. We could be a green bokoblin. Up here. Take that stamina fruit. And, well, we already found him again. And once again, he runs away. But we will go look for him. He is right around this bend. And if we scan him, he reads high Zelda ratings, so you can't catch him. But if you whack the mushroom, it scares him enough that he'll move position. Let's grab this one called In the Woods. Still no drops. This is crazy. We see he's moved over here, so we whack the mushroom again. Over to these fellas. Still no drops. Still no drops. Wow. We now see he is just hiding behind this tree over here. Let's talk to him. It spotted me again! Oi! Huh? You don't want to eat me, Quee? And come to think of it, why didn't you fight off all those red monsters? Quee Paleep, I'm Machi. I'm a Kikwi. You seem okay with me, even though you're scary. Thanks for helping me. That's weird, Kiku. A little while ago, I ran into another funny animal like you, but that one was a girl. Zelda? What's a Zelda? I don't know who this girl was, Kukui, but she was in a bunch of trouble when I saw her. A pack of those mean, red guys were after her, Kui, but she escaped with the Kikwi Elder. Master, we have obtained new information on Zelda's current status. This information indicates that she was assailed by monsters, but somehow evaded capture. However, I infer that she is still in significant danger. I have marked the position of the Kikwi known as Machi. Please confirm your current location. Furthermore, my analysis suggests that the Kikwi most likely produces a false positive dowsing reaction due to previous direct contact with Zelda. Using this hypothesis, I theorize there is an 85% chance that this Kikwi Elder will also generate a dowsing reaction for the same reason. I propose you continue dowsing to search for Zelda. You really spooked me, Kui. You keep some very strange company, friend. Kui Paleep, it sounds like you're set on finding this friend, and the Elder. If you're heading that way anyway, Kui, would you mind telling our Elder that I'm safe? Cheer up, Kukweep. I bet your friend is safe with our Elder. Let's hope so. We come over here. We can push this log over, which gives us a shortcut, and also we get an amber relic. These colored chunks are precious of precious stones are found everywhere. No one knows their strange shape, where their strange shape comes from. It is almost time to end the episode. However, we will head this way first. You know, actually, next time on The Legend of Zelda, nah, I said I'd keep going. I will keep going for a little bit longer because I said that. If you want to kill this thing like I do, because I haven't gotten any monster drops yet. There it is. Oh, and we slid through it, so we didn't have to. We didn't get the bio for it, but that's okay. You don't want to head this way quite yet. Let's take care of this guy here. Oh, our first finishing move. Oh, here we go. These guys. Very annoying. You want to make sure that you not hit your shield like that. You want to perfectly do that. If your shield does break, don't worry too much about it though, because as you know now, we can get to the sky. This is the surface. We can get to the sky again. Push over this log, which brings us back to where we first found, or not first, but where we were chasing down Machi the first time. Once again, hit him That's a shield bash. A shield bash. I've used that a couple times. I suppose I did not go see the night guy again, so you probably might not know what that is. So it's I don't know how to do it if you're using motion controls, but if you push down on the left stick on the Nintendo Switch and you're not playing with motion controls, then you will do a shield bash, which can stun enemies. It can also deflect things back at enemies. So yeah, let's talk to this guy real quick. Let's talk to this big butt. Kui, I am Bucha, the Quiki Elder. Kikwi. I saw the way you spotted me through my ingenious camouflage. Kui, you are clearly a master woodsman. Where's Zelda? Zelda. Ah, the girl creature with the blonde hair. She looked like one of your kind. Yes, she was with me, Kui. But now is not the time for such talk. The woods are full of monsters. I am worried about my missing tribe. Kui. The shock and worry has made my memories of the girl quite hazy. What? You say you've met some of my people, Kui? Kui, so Manchi is safe, eh? Ah, but the monsters, they're still lurking in the forest. I don't dare leave this spot. 3 Kikwis are still unaccounted for. Could I ask you to search for them and make sure they are safe, Kui? I'm worried sick for my fellow Kikwis. If you could calm my fears, I might be able to remember more about where the girl you seek went off to, Kui. Learning that Zelda is no longer with the Kikwi Elder is an unfortunate setback, but he may still have useful information. Taking this into account, I calculate an 85% probability that your quest will be aided if you find the lost Kikwis for the Elder. To expedite your search for these forest-dwelling creatures, I have added Kikwis as a dowsing option. You need me to explain how to switch dowsing targets? No. Additionally, I will mark any Kikwis you discover on your map and disable your dowsing readings for them. That way, you will not revisit the same Kikwis. This concludes my explanation. When ready, please begin your search for the missing Kikwis. Alright, folks. I'm gonna end this off here. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we will find the missing Kikwis and hopefully become one step closer to finding Zelda. I will see you guys then.